I'm here with my brother Andy, who is a much better metal worker, and he's going to help me out with this corner today. As you can see, it's got some rust that needs to get cut out, and we just need to fit this panel into here.
Yeah, so we got this repair patch panel from Z-Car Depot, and this will get us most of the way through. It's not perfect. Unfortunately, they didn't supply this corner, which is, this compound curve is kind of a complicated piece to make, but this will get us most of the way there. So what we did is the body's got this relief here for the bumper, so we just kind of scribed this on with a Sharpie, and that'll help us locate and make sure that we're getting this panel on in the right spot. We'll kind of stretch it and move it to get it to line up with that Sharpie mark. So the idea is we're going to put this on. We've got these are called Cleco clamps. They're kind of an aircraft clamp, and they use these pliers to, run the springs. And so what we can do is we can kind of put the panel on with these, and we're gonna put the panel on, and we're gonna scribe across the top, and then we'll come down an inch below where we scribe, and we're just gonna cut all this metal out. And what that's gonna do is, it'll open up back in here so we can see if there's any major rust problems. We'll get the majority of, there's some waves in this panel and stuff, so that'll put some fresh metal in. And then once we kind of have everything cut back, we'll get in there, do these repair areas, and then once everything is ready to go, then we can put the panel on and do a butt weld on those joints. So yeah, that's kind of the process. So these clamps are really handy, just even for kind of mocking stuff up. We can kind of get this panel over here, and they're just kind of an extra set of hands. They help you get everything in the right spot. And then we can put another one over here. So this kind of gets it in there where you want it, and you can start to kind of move this around. We can see we need to come up about a 3/8 of an inch, so we can kind of tweak this thing around a little. So you can see this is pretty much starting to line up already, where this is nice and flat and everything. So let me grab, so they make these are like the traditional Cleco clamps, and we'll show you how these work. You can drill a hole through, put this in, and it kind of acts like a rivet. You can hold stuff into place that way. So let me put one in. All right, hit that. All right, Cam's up back on the grinder.
Okay, so we got this panel off, and luckily it's not too bad. Just a little bit of surface rust up in here, and there is a kind of a cancer spot here that we'll want to patch up. But overall, I'm not too sad about it.
All right, so for this, I think what we should do is, I like to kind of keep everything as straight as possible. So I'm just gonna throw a mark in here like that, and then we'll just kind of come off of this square. See, that's kind of getting a little rusty there. Honestly, I think we should just come over here and square this off like this. And I think that's going to make our life a lot easier. So at this point, let's just take this tape and lay this down. Like so. So this is going to be kind of squared off here. And then I'll just kind of rub my finger nail along here and then run the marker along it just on the edge. And honestly, we kind of wound up just perfect on that top edge. So now what we can do is we'll just peel this off. And we'll just, this kind of has a radius up here, like that. And this curves over like so. So now we'll just take this pattern, stick that on our scrap sheet metal, and we can just cut this out with some tin snips or with a grinder, and we'll have a perfect panel to replace that with. We'll come in here, we'll cut this out, and then we'll have our template for the new piece. Yeah, over here where it doubles up, I just went really light over it to try to get the to try to not hit this base metal. We can use a chisel and kind of knock that up to pry them apart. This guy's going to be fun getting a cutter into there. Okay, so I've got the that little rust area fixed up with the welder. I'll shoot a little weld through primer on it, and then it'll be ready to put the patch panel over. I did these just kind of little rosette or plug weld holes to mimic the spot welds. But yeah, this piece will go up, it'll just go in there like that, and no one will be any of the wiser after it's all welded together. So down here was pretty rusty. It had a lot of holes, so we just kind of cut and made a couple patches, and then we're just MIG welding them in. This metal is ultra thin, and so you just kind of have to make do with what you got. You can just slowly, we went through, tacked kind of the corners and got a tack every, inch and a half or so. And then you can just kind of fill between them. And you just want to keep it all as cool as possible. The idea is kind of weld here, maybe 3/4 of an inch at a time, then come over here and weld a little bit, jump around as you go. This thing's kind of vaporizing a little bit, but Jump back over here, let that cool off. All right, so we made these patch panels, got them kind of metal finished in. Here, let me put this on with the Clecos really quick. Let's see. So once again, a lot of this is just test fitting and trial and error to make sure that your panel doesn't get lost. Let's see. Okay. Let me put these bottom ones on. So, in order to get this to lean back, this part of the body, we want to retain as much of this as we can so that the lower fender isn't flapping in and out. So we're kind of going to do the same thing. We cut this back there, and then we'll cut this pie wedge out, and then that'll get welded back onto the inside. Then on this, you know, this is how it was sitting before. You can see how far off this is. So we just cut this, and we're just gonna rock it back, you know, so that this will transition into this chunk here. And we'll end up like cutting this so that it'll sort of fade into the lower piece here. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this across here and cut that across there so that we don't wind up with this empty, you know, chunk out of there. So, you know, we can kind of hammer and dolly this to blend all this together as we go as well. Got me. PE people. So yeah, this is just kind of starting some stretch for that rear corner. This just gives you a little bit of something to pound into. So you can see we're kind of getting to get some of that lump in there. You can kind of flatten it out and see how much stretch you got. So now that we have that kind of like heel right there, we can kind of start bending this in these two directions just to get this radius. It's like we need that little elbow to stretch so that we can get that curvature. So, you know, kind of. Let's see, do you have that dead glow? The gray one? Test it. Yeah, so we can see we've got to bring this in. That's all kind of culminating here, you know, like getting the shape right to allow this to curve and poke out at the same time is all about how much stretch we can get here. So that's what we're kind of trying to work. Eventually we'll cut this back, but we want to try to get most of the stretch in here. Like this kind of supports it to give it the stretch, you know? Yeah. So just keep